Hello everyone, this is Dr. Tamke. God bless you. Okay, I just want to talk to you about SWIFTtrip. SWIFTtrip. Alright? Now what exactly is SWIFTtrip? Because so many of you have been hearing about SWIFTtrip, and I'm actually so grateful to God for the day I met my sponsor and who talked to me about SWIFTtrip. We're talking about something else, and the name SWIFTtrip pop up. Okay, so the guy was excited and he talked to me about SWIFTtrip, and I was like, SWIFTtrip? I've never heard about that. And this was a business that I've been actually came on board 2021, and that was like low key anyway, but later on it became wonderful, kind of like begin to skyrocket as it is this year 2024. Okay, as of 2024, the campaign swing it to a new dimension, a kind of another dimension, and the SWIFTtrip is spreading like wildfire right now as I speak to you. All right, now since the very time I joined to this very moment, I can boldly tell you that I'm an able shareholder of SWIFTtrip. Now, what I mean by able shareholder of SWIFTtrip is this: it means that I'm an ambassador of SWIFTtrip as it is now. Why do I say so? Because I have been able to win a lot of prizes within that short time. That is February 29th to today being 29. That is 2 months. Okay, so 2 months period, I have gotten some kind of like awards that make me to identify myself, very well with SWIFTtrip. So I can boldly talk to you about SWIFTtrip anytime, anywhere. All right. Now, what exactly is SWIFTtrip? All right. SWIFTtrip is a decentralized Web3 technology digital transportation system that comes along with e-commerce like AliExpress, like Amazon, that comes along with logistics like GIG, that comes along with aviation. It means that SWIFTtrip is actually a 4-in-1 business, a 4-in-1 company that you cannot toy with, that you cannot play with. You're going to be super. Now, before I join any business, I do my own kind of like background check properly, very well, okay, before I dive in. And since the very day I dived into SWIFTtrip, I've never looked back, and I don't think I'm going to look back. You know why? Because I'm seeing a lot of juicy in the system. How can you see honey and you let it go like that? When you see honey, because honey is sweet, what are you going to do? You lick it. Is it not true? You lick it. You have to look for you to lick it and say, wow, let me lick more. You are looking for you to lick more. But of course, SWIFTtrip is also like honey. For me, SWIFTtrip is like honey. So I can't just stay away from SWIFTtrip anymore. Anytime I go to bed, I think about SWIFTtrip. After I think about God, again, next thing I think about right now is SWIFTtrip. God, then my family, and then SWIFTtrip. God, my family, and SWIFTtrip. This is where I'm moving on right now as it is. Okay, since the very day I heard about SWIFTtrip, I got registered. I think it was Friday. I got registered. The Saturday of it, I think so. I can't remember. Then I quickly went out and create a WhatsApp group for SWIFTtrip. Yes, I have to quickly. You know why? Because I cannot keep that information to myself alone. So I decided to go quickly create a WhatsApp group for SWIFTtrip. And since that very day till now, every day by day, I'm doing what's called SWIFTtrip briefing in my platform. Isn't that wonderful? As I speak to you today, I've been able to raise 57 trillionaires in SWIFTtrip. People who are making a lot of money now, and they're going to be making a lot of money in the nearest future. So I decided to talk to you also about SWIFTtrip. Perhaps you may think twice and then quickly dive in while the water is warm, because that is the right time to dive in. When water is warm, you dive in and enjoy the swim, and that's where it is.